Hello, I go by the name Nyukimze, ready to present a spoken word titled Cinderella. Enjoy. Ladies and gentlemen, would you rather have beauty without brains or brains without beauty? Beauty, beauty, beauty. See, every girl has a dream to be a queen like Cinderella and a prince to whisk them away, golden wings and diamond rings, fast life, flashy lights, and all it brings. This is a piece about Karueda, our modern day Cinderella. She was born and bred in the village, studied in the village, spent all her time in the village. In fact, she was the village itself. Though she tried to pretend she was a girl from the city, she faked an accent in a bit to fit in. You guy, my guy, hey guy, what's up? She miraculously joined the university and finally went to the city, the big city with big dreams. Jogo la shamba kawika mjini, tank tops, fake wigs and blue jeans she wore and swore to never lack swag. She was beautiful. Whew. Beauty is an understatement. She was the epitome of African beauty, like Miriam Makeba, no, like Winnie Mandela, no, like Vera Sidika, no, like Aziad Nasenya, no. She was a queen who could slay, not with a sword but her beauty. She was a slay queen. She was fascinated in material objects, graduated from men who sought it and ran prospects. If you didn't own a sport ride, you had to sell your car so you can buy a Subaru, Toyota, Celica. She had class. She invested in herself, especially the head and not the brains. But with expensive wigs, they say, beauty without brains is like placing a golden ring on the nose of a pig, they say. Beauty without brains is like placing a golden ring on the nose of a pig. She lingered on Tinder and she met them. Men, tall, dark and handsome was not part of the deal for the prince she had envisioned. This was short and plump and fat with a big pot belly. What? She dated the father of the prince. They were loaded and she couldn't resist the charm of 6-inch heels and 6-inch screen. iPhone 16, they say. Beauty without brains is like placing a golden ring on the nose of a pig, they say. Beauty without brains is like placing a golden ring on the nose of a pig. He was rich, and she was led by a greed. His moral corruption made him seek satisfaction from the teens, the age of his kids. She wasn't the first he lured from college, but every young girl who thought money made you look cool. He was legendary, like Muhammad Ali, when it came to knocking them off, and he did. But Karueda had an idea to hold him on, they say. Beauty without brains is like placing a golden ring on the nose of a pig. When the death of a monkey becomes, every tree becomes slippery. She first missed her periods, then he missed her calls. He knew termination wasn't an option, so he slit her throat. True story, I was there. When her body was lowered 6 feet deep for 6-inch heels and 6-inch screen, iPhone 16, they say. Beauty without brains is like placing a golden ring on the nose of a pig. In every town, city and village, there is a wannabe Cinderella like Karueda who needs you and I to remind her that beauty without brains is like placing a golden ring on the nose of a pig. But beauty is relative, and all you girls are beautiful in your own way. All you need is embracing in your brains wisdom. Get sense, discernment between your ears. Pursue your dreams, get rid of your fears. Don't ever sacrifice your respect for a slice of a man's check. Nyukinze says that. Don't ever sacrifice your respect for a slice of a man's check. Sing. Don't ever sacrifice your respect for a slice of a man's check. Thank you guys. You can vote for me for this spoken word contesting, and your vote will be highly appreciated. Thank you.